the Wild West. This week on Sledhead 24/7, the championship hunt continues to the Mount Rushmore State. The stage has been set for rounds 9 and 10 of the AMSOIL Championship Snocross at the Days of 76 Rodeo Grounds in Deadwood, South Dakota. This is Sledhead 24/7.
Hi, I'm Jacob Yerk with All Finish Racing in Arctic, and we're here for rounds 9 and 10 in Deadwood, South Dakota. Practice went great. I loved it. I think a lot of guys are complaining about it, but I'm enjoying the heck out of it right now. You know, I love this track, and I don't mind the whoops. We haven't had a race above 32 degrees yet, and so it's really nice to get on that wet, slippery, slushy snow. I kind of like that. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a good night for sure. We're enjoying ourselves out there.
Yeah, the last race in New York went pretty good. Got both heat race wins on Saturday and #1 qualifier. The final I got just hair late on the trigger, but was making some passes and unfortunately got smoked off the track and kind of just stayed in the position from there. It's late enough in the race that I couldn't make any time up, but we were feeling good. We got some good testing in this break for this weekend, and sleds are feeling good and excited to go. Yeah, we just got done with our first practice. It went good. Lap times are right at the top guys, you know, I think barely half a second off, and I'm not too worried about that. I usually never set good practice times, and get into the heat race, we'll be doing just fine, but made a couple adjustments to suspension, and I think we did some stuff with clutching for this next practice. We'll try out and see how it goes, but feeling good. I like the track. I think it'll be really racy tonight. So.
Yeah, I mean, this has been, as far as consistency-wise, like so far, the first half of the year has been pretty good for me. I finally hit the podium there in New York, but I've been consistently like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like right in that area. So I want to find some more speed and get up in that top 3 more consistently. But you know, I've been trying to leverage my experience, you know, just the things that I've learned over the years, and like it's amazing. Like, yeah, I've been racing. I think this is my 19th year, and you just keep learning and learning and learning, and so I'm just trying to leverage that. I really try to approach each day, each race with a brand new, clean slate, and I think just that cultivation of all those things that I've learned over the years has helped. You know, it's very cool. Like Adam and I being so close in the points right now. You know, definitely, I think it keeps me on my toes. Like I haven't asked him, like, but for sure, like, you know, we're best friends, and but we're competitors. Like, we want to beat each other and that, but we have a really good time together, and it's cool. Yeah, we're 5th and 6th, and the points are super tight. Like, it's super tight 3rd through 10. So we're hungry. I mean, we're halfway through the year only, so we've got a lot of racing left, and we're hungry to keep moving forward.
When we return, round 9 unfolds at the bull ring. But first, we're taking it back to Thursday's Holeshot Test session, where teams are given the opportunity to test their clutching setups due to the elevation change. We're following along with Levi Ansrud, mechanic for Oscar Norum.
The biggest, most important thing is no matter what we do, we only get one start anyway for the race, so you don't need to be racing every breaks good. We have to be consistent. Yeah. Makes sense?
Second pull, huh? Jävla matta. We're always working on my Swedish. Some say it's good, some say it's not, so. Yeah, can speak several languages some days, but mostly, you know, I've always found like working with these guys, whether it was when I was on Skidoos or back with any of the guys, like you always try to learn their language, and then they really like you a lot better. So, because I mean, we're just stupid Americans. You take it for granted how hard it would be to speak another language.
Yellow is the most recent one.
How's it feeling? Good, because it's the fastest one right now. Of all those clutches. We're gonna take a break for a minute because we're gonna put these on Cody's to see if it runs the same.
Sledhead 24/7 on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by the U.S. Air Force. Full-time, part-time, in or out of uniform. Join us. By AMSOIL. Runs on Freedom. By Polaris. And by Stud Boy. Traction with an attitude.
From 7:35 till 8:20, you'll have time to come back here. I mean, it's not much, but you got time to come back here.
The pros take off from the starting line and charge their way down through the Skidoo rhythm section.
And then the 200, but right now the 221, this is swung number 43.
And he's going to do a little hip check there. And that move put Benno up into a second position up.
So we'll see what happens here for that traffic, but can't say enough about 41 right now.
Position, Oscar Norm moves into the number 2 spot. So Emil Haar works his way about half a lap away from a first ever AMSOIL Pro win. And for Emil Haar, it's blackjack in Deadwood. He's got the winning hand for the first time. Emil Haar wins an AMSOIL Pro Final.
Grab Oscar. Come on, boys. Come on. Moose. Holy cow, buddy. Override, buddy. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. I have no words. Like, oh, it's unbelievable. It was the best time ever. Oh, I didn't think this was gonna happen when I came here.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I have no words. It's crazy. Finally the #1 spot. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. This is what it's all about.
True to the Deadwood trend, a new winner was named. But with round 9 in the books, the slate is cleared for round 10. Will the trend continue, or will we see a repeat winner?
Finally, I got my first win. Last year was my first full year here in the US, and I just got one podium last year, and it was a 3rd place. And finally, this year I started to step up a little bit, got some podiums, and finally got my first #1 podium, and it was super nice. You know, I have always struggling on this track here in Deadwood, but finally I got a good start, and I will definitely try. So I'm ready to do good today again. And if we're having a bad start, then I just have to try to charge and not crash. You know, I saw a bunch of people who crashed yesterday, and I think it's just good to be smart and consistent. Like if you're in the middle of the pack, just go fast, but not too fast. Just try to stay on the skis and not do any stupid things. You know.
Finished up the day yesterday. Unfortunately, wasn't able to race the whole entire day. In the 2nd round of qualifying, I did something to my ankle, and I crashed on the first lap, and not really sure exactly how everything happened. I just hit a bump just right, I guess, and don't know if my ankle rolled or what happened, but ended up popping and went to the ambulance, and it was kind of a roller coaster of emotion. Got to the ambulance, or to the medical trailer, and they had told me that it was dislocated and broken in 3 different spots, and so I got hooked up to an IV, got taken away in the ambulance, and went to the hospital, took x-rays, and fortunately, somehow, by the grace of God, everything was good. There was no broken bones and no fractures in the x-rays, so give it everything I got. And it just really sucks because I've never really been this person that gets hurt, and it feels like this year it's just all raining down on me, and it sucks, but unfortunately, that's the sport that we're in, and you learn to love it, and can't have good without the bad, and this is just some of those low times where God is giving us the strength and making us stronger to pull through in the next few weeks. So just really hoping that we can have a good next few rounds, and hopefully today goes well and we're able to race and salvage some sort of result.
Yesterday did not go so good. I didn't really get any good starts yesterday, and it was really tough to pass. I ended up qualifying 13th in the back row. Came out pretty bad, and I was starting to work my way up. I think I came from last up to 9th, I think, and then I just ended up hitting a hole and went down, got my sled going again, and I only made a quarter lap, and it shut off and died in the bottom of a hole, so I was out for the race. Deadwood's, it's always an up and down. Sometimes you do good, sometimes you do bad. It's really easy to go forward, and it's really easy to go backwards. Such a short track, and a lot of big holes that can really mess you up, and sometimes it really helps you. So.
Still ahead, it's back to the start line for round 10. But first, we're visiting the manufacturing facility of CNC Pro Skis in this week's AMSOIL Garage.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan Greenwald here with CNC Pro Skis. Today, we're gonna go through how skis are typically made and what the finished product looked like for not only on the racing circuit, but for the trails, any crossover riding, and my favorite, the mountain sleds. right now we are getting ready to make some XPT trail skis. The skis are made out of UHMW poly, which is very slick and also very durable. So right here is our molds, and our operator Nick here will be making some custom skis here. They'll be black with some lime green swirls in them. Right after it comes out of the mold, after it's been heated up and formed into the ski, we trim up all the edges to make sure we got a nice smooth finish. And just like that, we got a finished ski ready to be prepped for carbide and mounting kits and handle. Our handles are molded the same way as our skis. So it's the same plastic, just in a different mold. After the ski has been drilled out and put the sticker on, next we put on the handle. Since the ski is flat and it's really durable, we have a special hydraulic machine to help bend the ski to get the handle on. As you can see here, Mallory is getting the handle put on, prepped and locked and ready to be bent. And as she puts all the bolts together, it all holds just fine and dandy. All of our skis come standard with 3 holes. We automatically put the handle in the second hole for you guys. Typically, the first hole is for your racing and drag racing applications. Your further back hole, it gives us as a better for the mountain riding and deep snow. So as you move the handle back to this back hole, it pulls the whole unit back, which gives a bigger curl up front to help keep your sled on top of the snow. So why do we mold our skis flat? Well, the biggest reason is for shock absorption. So our handles want to be able to bend back to the way that they were formed, and so does our ski. So the handle wants to bend back down this way, like if you follow my hand, and the ski wants to bend back flat. So they technically kind of fight each other in a way. So as you would hit something on the front, the ski tip will bend back, and the handle will help pull that to bring it back to its natural shape. And then after you rebound, it goes back to its regular form state where the handle holds it at. This way, when you hit a bump, it takes a lot less pressure on the handlebars and also a lot less onto your shoulders. So now that the handle has been put on the ski, the final step is adding your mount kit and your carbide. We have 26 different mounting kits to fit whatever sled you would think you need, whether it's from the 90s or even brand new. And we have several options for different carbides from Stud Boy and Woody. And now it's off to a rider in Canada. We'll drop the box here off in shipping, where we'll ship it anywhere in the world. Thanks for coming along today. I'm Ryan Greenwald, brand manager here at CNC Pro Skis. For more information, please visit caproskis.net and like and follow us on all social media platforms. And we hope to see you on the trail.
Sledhead 24/7 on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by the U.S. Air Force. Full-time, part-time, in or out of uniform, join us. By AMSOIL. Runs on freedom. By FXR. Premium outdoor gear that's worthy of who you are and what you love to do. And by Ziegler Cat. Exceptional service backing the best equipment.
And the pros charge off the line here in Deadwood, and Jacob York busting himself out a stud boy hole shot in the number 727 Arctic Cat.
Top of this corner still.
open door as well, so they bump up to second and third. Meanwhile, your leader, Francis Pelletier, his last lap around was a 22.7.
Yeah, he is cruising. Matter of time before he finds lap traffic. There we go, getting a look just beyond the corner is where Francis Pelletier will be.
Looking for the hat trick, a third win in the AMSOIL Pro category this season. But the day belongs to Francis Pelletier as he'll take the win in Deadwood.
Thank you so much. How's it feel? Always good.
All smiles for Francis Pelletier. Well done.
Pelletier completing the hat trick, if you will, grabbing the win here tonight over Padnode and Ischel on that rep.
Next week, we're heading back to Minnesota. ERX Motor Park in Elk River, Minnesota for rounds 11 and 12.